asking questions is the bread and butter of having stimulating conversations. However, you'll notice that when we ask too many questions in a row, this can sometimes get monotonous and also in some instances almost like an interrogation. And this is why adding assumptions to your arsenal of social skills can be so useful. So you can at times make assumptions instead of asking questions, breaking up the monotony of just asking question after question after question. This helps in two ways. Number one, it's just more stimulating for the girl. And number two, you're still going to be getting the same information from her that you would have if you had asked the question in the first place. Let me give you an example. So instead of asking a basic level 1 question like, what do you do for work? You can make an assumption instead. For example, you look like you're in something corporate. I want to say law. Now, from here, she's either going to agree with me or she's going to correct me and tell me what she actually does. I still get the same information from her that I would have if I had asked the question in the first place. And two, it's going to add more emotional spice to the conversation because she's going to be sitting here going, okay, what about me makes him think that I'm in something corporate? Is there something I'm doing? Is there a way I'm acting that makes someone believe or think that I'm a lawyer? Now, let me give you some more examples of how you can turn level 1 questions into assumptions. Instead of asking her where she's from, you can just make an assumption. Like, you look like you're from Norway. Or instead of asking her how old she is, you can make an assumption. Like, okay, how old are you? Wait, no, actually, let me guess. I want to say you're 22. Or instead of asking her, what does she do for fun? You can make an assumption. Like, I don't know why, but you give me stoner vibes. And from here, she will either agree with you or correct you. So those are some examples of how you'd make assumptions instead of asking level 1 questions. You could also do the same with level 2 questions. You can make assumptions here as well. Let me give you an example. Say you're talking about a girl's previous relationship. Instead of asking her, why did you guys break up? You can make an assumption. Why did he break up with you? Now, when you make an assumption like that, not only are you going to have her correct you or agree with you, you're also probably going to create a bit of an emotional impact because you are implying that he broke up with her, which is a fun emotional spike and adds a little bit more fun to your interactions. Let me give you some more examples of how you can make assumptions instead of ask level 2 questions. Say you're talking to a girl about travel. Instead of asking her, why are you traveling? You can make an assumption like, let me guess, you're trying to find yourself, aren't you? Or say you're assessing a girl for whether she has qualities that you like and you really like girls who are spiritual. Instead of asking her, are you spiritual? Instead, you'd make an assumption like, you look like a bit more of a spiritual girl. Or say you're talking to a girl about the kind of books she likes, and instead of asking her, what kind of books do you read? You can make an assumption like, you look like a bit of a nerd, so I want to say you read Harry Potter novels, something more fiction. Or you look like a girl who reads erotic novels. Now, when it comes to making assumptions instead of asking questions, there's no perfect ratio that you should be sprinkling these into your interactions. Really, the time you should be adding them into your interactions when you feel as if you've been asking too many questions in a row and your conversations aren't being very stimulating and you feel as if you're in a bit of a monotonous loop of just asking question after asking question after asking question. So this is where adding assumptions is going to really add that extra flavor to your interactions and make them more emotionally engaging and stimulating. Now, you do not want to be making assumptions when it comes to asking level 3 questions. You only want to replace level 1 or 2 questions with assumptions. This is because when you are diving into level 3 questions, if you were to make an assumption, this is going to break too much rapport. You want to be coming at those more vulnerable questions with a more open and curious mindset and allow her to express her experiences, her beliefs, and her emotional experience of whatever you are talking about in level 3. So you want to avoid making assumptions when it comes to level 3 questions. So guys, moving forward, make sure you are asking questions and making assumptions to make your conversations more engaging. However, remember, asking questions is still the bread and butter of conversations. Guys, play around with this, make some assumptions, have some fun. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Now, if you liked the video, make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and if you are potentially interested in any of our coaching programs, make sure to click the link in the description below and jump on a free call with one of our team members, and we can find out how we can help you improve your dating life. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video.